Hey guys, we're here with another episode of Split Screen. I'm with Chris. We are playing Sonic the Hedgehog for the Game Gear and Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. Let's go ahead and just jump in it. But Chris, as I was mentioning, there's a new Sonic game coming out, and lots of people are excited. But some early reviews suggest maybe it is not going to be the best Sonic game. But I played it at E3, and I would tend to agree with those folks.
A bad Sonic game? That never happens.
Yeah, that never happens. What is what's the most recent Sonic game you played last? Meaning like in the lineage of as they came out.
I think I played Sonic Episode 4. Or Episode 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was kind of a disappointment for me as well. The Sonic 4 quote unquote game. Hold on, let me just turn down some volume here a little bit. But let's see, what was I saying? So you played episode 2. I didn't hear much about that one. Did you play the first episode?
Actually, I didn't.
You didn't? Oh, so you don't have like much of a A/B comparison. The last. Oh, and just to clarify, I'm playing the Game Gear version. Chris is playing the Sega Genesis version. Interesting little side note: the Sega Game Gear version, they actually changed the sprite design of Sonic. I assume to make him look more angry and Western, because in the Master System version, I believe, he's a little more cutesy looking, and he's how he looks in Sonic 2 for the Game Gear. So for whatever reason, they changed the design of Sonic. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Episode 2 wasn't that great, I guess, right?
Yeah, I wasn't that impressed.
Yeah. What was the most recent 3D Sonic game you played? Probably the Dreamcast one?
Yeah, the Dreamcast one.
Yeah. Some decade or so ago.
Yeah, I remember that Sonic 3D Blast wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Did you liked Sonic R, right?
Yeah, but I wonder...
Just nostalgia glasses, maybe?
Yeah, I kind of wonder about that, yeah. Because I played it not too long ago, and man, it was really hard to control.
Yeah, it's terrible. Well, I don't know. I didn't play it much as a kid, but on some of those anniversary collections, it shows up, and boy, it's all over the place.
Yeah. I think it's just mostly the control is just super bad.
Yeah. But there was this leaked sort of demo of this Sonic game that was rumored to be coming out where he sort of was running around on these crazy spheres. I forget what the prototype was called, but a lot of fans, I think, thought this new Sonic Lost Worlds would be a sort of spiritual successor to this sort of abandoned Sonic game. It was really trippy. I don't know if you probably never saw that.
No,
but,
I never saw that.
It was it would have been crazy for the time. It's still crazy. It didn't look fun, but it looked crazy. But so did you play Sonic the Hedgehog on the Game Gear handheld system ever?
No, I don't think I actually ever had a Game Gear.
No. I didn't have this game, but a kid at whatever daycare I was at did, and he would let me borrow it. I think for a 8-bit interpretation of Sonic, it is quite impressive, especially with the speed and the responsiveness. The level design is a little weird, and it gets kind of difficult. But, they were able to implement a lot of similar ideas in this compared to its big brother, so to speak. Look at that. We both kind of ended right there at the same time. Look at that. And we saved the little bunny rabbits. And in Sonic Lost Worlds, that returns when you kill the Badniks, the The little animals pop out.
Oh, it is nice.
So that hasn't really shown up in a Sonic game for a while.
Yeah, I never really understood it. I mean, I understand that they're supposed to be converted to robots, but it's like, how does killing them just bring them back?
Yeah, it's like a robotic shell, and the animals are completely fine and not maimed.
Yeah.
So the differences between the Game Gear version and the Genesis version really start to sort of take shape as we get into the second world here. I actually really dislike the this kind of lava world, Chris, that you're playing.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but it was sort of like my least favorite level in Sonic 1.
No. The worst levels are always the water levels.
Yeah, the labyrinth.
The whole music of, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
That always got me.
But this Game Gear version is it's relatively fun. It's pretty limited. Like I say, it gets kind of difficult more so because of, I think, the limitations of the system and the way the levels were kind of designed. But aside from the first level, the games really kind of diverge greatly. Oh, there's Chaos Emerald. How did I get that? Chris, how did I get that?
I have no idea. I didn't even know they had them just flying around.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the Chaos Emeralds work in this one. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to try a daring move, Chris.
Oh, I think I screwed myself over. I pushed the block the wrong way.
There, now you got to get off it, right? Oh, maybe the block will reappear.
Yeah, it does. There we go.
Good old not keeping things in memory. So I got the Chaos Emerald. You didn't see that.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, kind of a different way to the Chaos Emeralds. Is just kind of laying around, I guess, in the levels. But there are bonus stages too in this Game Gear version. They're a little.
It looks different than this.
They're
one.
way different. It's kind of this pinball world where you got to try to get like 100 coins within the time limit. I've never probably successfully done that. So you haven't really seen much video or press about the Sonic Lost World, so...
Oh, well, I saw the initial gameplay. It actually looked promising.
Oh, yeah, it looked amazing. I watched that trailer like over and over again, but unfortunately when I played it at E3, it kind of suffered from sort of the normal control issues that have existed in 3D Sonic games.
Well, yeah, I suppose it's kind of difficult to control Sonic, who's going super fast, but still.
Yeah, they
they
did.
would have been able to refine it by now.
You would think so. They did do an okay. They came up with a new approach where it's more like racing control. So you've got a trigger that makes him run, like a moderate run, and then a trigger that makes him go into ball mode, and he's much faster. So that works okay, but he's very herky-jerky. And death.
Yeah, I was hoping to make it through that water.
Yeah.
There.
Oh no, an auto-scroll level. That you don't see those much in Sonic games. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen an auto-scroll level in a Sonic game.
Yeah, because you can always go back and...
Yeah, that's must be a creative experiment with the Game Gear version.
Yeah. Let's steal from Mario.
Yeah.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, I really hate that level. Really, Sonic 1... Sonic 2 was probably what you played the most, right?
It's the only one I played for the longest time.
Oh, really?
I didn't even have Sonic 1 until they came out with that, like, Sega Classics or whatever.
Yeah. Like a cart?
Yeah. They had
like a dual
columns
cart?
And had Sonic 1 and stuff. But so I didn't play it for the longest time.
Yeah. I definitely played Sonic 1 after Sonic 2, but oh my god. Too bad you didn't see the most death-defying escape I just made. But going to Sonic going to Sonic 1 after playing Sonic 2, you sort of feel balls.
Well, and you can't do the charge attack either, so it's
Yeah, that was like that's really the only thing that Sonic needs, in my opinion, is it needs to be 2D, You need to be able to charge up your spin and don't muck with it.
Yeah.
The Game Boy Advance Sonic games were pretty darn good. In my opinion, kind of the last best, traditional Sonic games. You never played Sonic Colors, right?
No.
That would be one probably worth some time. Now that you got a Wii U, maybe get a cheap old copy of Sonic Colors. It still has control problems, but it's probably one of the best 3D Sonic games for whatever that's worth. Concentrating pretty hard with this platforming over there.
Yeah.
I can hear you slamming the sticks like back and forth.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah, I didn't make
already.
It. Yeah.
Rough. Well, that's okay. We may call this one a little short.
Yeah.
Sonic for the Game Gear, the original one, is not at all terrible. It's kind of fun to see how they were able to cram Sonic on a Master System, basically, and later move it to the Game Gear.
What you think for the time was pretty incredible, really. I mean,
yeah, I'm
full ports to the portables.
Yeah, I feel like this is a better port of kind of a bigger game than any of the Mario. They had Mario Land and Mario Land 2, which were fine games, but they didn't really try to be the big brother games. And this one constantly impresses me. The speed is I just still get blown away with that for Game Gear. So it's a decent game. I think we'll probably call this one short.
Yeah.
Like I say, it doesn't matter. The games really after the first level get pretty different from each other, but it's still kind of fun to see them side by side. And here's hoping that Sonic Lost Worlds is maybe better than some are saying, but I still have my reservations. Maybe Chris, we can play that on the old Wii U or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out.
Cool. All right. Well, that'll wrap this one up. A short one, and we'll be back with something else some other time, maybe. Later.